sure you're supposed to have a beard if you're eating that cake, right?
Yeah, it's for beards only, as you can see.
Right. There's evidence.
All right.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're just gonna hang out.
He's like-
You can answer the question. We're just gonna.
What? Okay. I think we've got a question over here.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Cookie.
I love cookies.
You know what? I had me some cookie earlier.
Was it chocolate chip?
It was Oreo.
Double stuff?
I gotta tell you something, guys. Point goes to Cookie. Cookie for the win.
Cookie for the win.
I have to give Jessica a point. She gave me the double stuff, so. I wanted to say, Jared, you had said in the gold panel earlier that comedy really wasn't, you were a little uncomfortable with that. But I wanted to say you do awesome comedy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And my question actually is, you guys have done a lot of fight scenes. You've done fight scenes together, you've done many fight scenes with other people. What are the logistics of that? How are they different? How are they similar?
Well, due to the fact that he and I have been working together for so long and have gotten and had a lot of fight scenes, he and I work together very well. Our stunt coordinator, Lou Bolo, he's fantastic. Unfortunately, we don't give him much to do because he'll just show up and be like, all right guys, what do you want to do? And we can coordinate something very quickly amongst the three of us. That being said, when there are new people that come on that might not have that kind of fight experience, it can be a little dicey. We're working with a couple of guys right now. One of them is a trained wrestler, the other one is a trained boxer. And because those guys know how to actually hit. They don't pull their punches or fake their punches, they land their punches. So when you're fake fighting with somebody who does nothing but real fight, it's a little nervy, I mean, a little nervous sometimes.
I think also what occurred to me was because I've recently viewed a fight scene that's going to be airing sometime in the near future. This fight scene took about a day to film. This fight scene lasts about 30 seconds. So if you're filming a dialogue scene, if it's a dialogue scene between Jensen and I, between Jensen and me, and we are just speaking 5 pages to each other, it'll take 3 hours to film, it'll last 4 minutes on camera. It flips for a fight scene because there's a wide angle, and then there's the close-up, and then there's the super close, and then there's the stunt double zooming in, and then there's this angle, because you have to focus really on where it's missing. So it takes so long logistically to film these fight scenes, which sucks. I think if we had more time to film,
We do more, yeah.
do more, do longer, and we'll see these blockings that our stunt coordinators and our stunt guys have blocked out. We're like, that's an amazing fight. We need to cut half of it. Yeah, which sucks.
There was a fight scene in the episode where Kane is sitting at the kitchen table, shut the door. Give it up for Tim Amundsen. And that fight scene took an entire day to shoot. It took a whole day, but one of the key elements of that fight scene was that the demon that I killed at the end, I'd stick him to the table with a knife. He was my stunt double. So he's a guy I've been working with for almost 14 years. So I trust him. He trusts me.
14 because of Dark Angel.
Yeah, he was my stunt double on Dark Angel. His name's Todd Scott. He's an amazing guy. And so there's a comfortability between he and I that we were able to really go at it a few times. The caveat is that he was my stunt double. So I didn't have one. So I had to do everything myself. Everything the team was supposed to do, I had to do. There was nobody backing me up. It was fun. But yes, it takes a long time to do it, which is why we don't do them all the time. But when we do them, I really enjoy. I'd rather do a whole day of fight sequence than a whole day of dialogue any day.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. That brings us to our last question of the afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Rihanna. Put your hands together.
Good. Act like there's no one here.
Pretend there's no one there.
What is your question?
So, y'all do a lot of visual effects on this effects that you can't see. So, my question is what is it like to do that on such a regular basis?
That's actually a great question.
The effects have changed incredibly over the past 11 seasons. For the first few years, we had a giant part of the stage as a green screen. We used to shoot a bunch of stuff in front of green screen, and that's where all the effects would get laid in. Now, because technology has advanced so much over the past decade, we don't even need that. So we can just be on a regular set, doing a regular scene, and the effects people will come in and be like, so basically what's going to happen is the smoke is going to come in through the vent, and it's going to go here, and it's going to go into the body, and they're going to scream, and it's going to go lights, and this, and that, and yeah, that's what's going to happen. We're like, okay, thanks for the explanation, that's what we'll do. And so, once we understand kind of what they're going to do, then we just have to make believe.
And logistically, it's also, if you're doing a scene with someone who's not there, then you see how you reacted? Now pretend someone's falling into you. Exactly. My point is that if you're doing a scene with something that's an X, because it's a monster that doesn't actually exist, and they're like, and you're scared, like, Whereas if you're doing a scene with somebody that's an actor, and they say, how dare you, and you say, well, because I had to, and how dare you, then there's reaction, right? And so in conversation, there's like, I'm asking you a question, you're answering my question. If I look angry, you respond in kind, or humorous, whereas responding to something that's visual effects. Okay, and now the car crashes. You're like, it's odd. So you really have to commit to what you're doing. A scene that like Sam and Dean are together talking about Mozart is easy. He talks, I listen, I talk, he listens, we respond like each other. But if you're, in front of a green screen, you're like, okay, and the monster's coming to get you. So it's a lot more difficult.
I really hope I see you do that.
We did do that once. We did do that once. It was during the French Mistake. We were filming the French Mistake. And No, I'm not kidding. There was a bowl of blood that Balthazar was painting the sigil on to throw us through the window, right? And it was right there, and Sebastian got his thing, he's doing his thing, and Jared and I are standing right there on next to the couch, and the bowl just starts to slowly tip, and it tips slowly, very slowly, and I'm looking, Jared's standing right there, all he had to do was go like this. That fast, too, just. Instead, we both look at it, I'm like, is he not gonna, why is he, and it topples, and he goes like this. And immediately he turns to me and goes, I always hoped I wouldn't react like that. Very true story. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Your Honor. My season's probably 1 to 4 belt. It really became my belt afterwards. It is being auctioned off to the charity of birthday boy's choosing, so at some point in time today, don't miss it, one of the belt. Love you guys.
Again, thank you guys.